Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
White 80. 44 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Check Nicholas. 66. Black and third.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return will stop right around the 25. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the
and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Blue 30. Check 55 to Mike. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 50.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Benjamin. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Play action. Now Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike.
Throwing again. Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
White 80. Right there in the middle. Fit Snickers. Snickers.
Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Melvin Ingram. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 95 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
77.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. Safe. You go tight.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Alert flare. Check 31. Check 1.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Here's Taylor. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he shifts past him. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run on first down. Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Taylor. Caught by Allen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
third down. Taylor. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jackson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Taylor completes it to Benjamin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Badgley now to try to end the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Able to find Switzer. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Taylor. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. To throw is Taylor. On the screen, this is Eckler. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
I got you.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Black is on!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Give him an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Crunch time, defense.
Quarter.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now it's Roethlisberger.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, echo.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Down. 70 ending. Hey, 61. Match box. Right.
Mike 50.
Fuzz, fuzz.
On first down, it's Taylor. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Like 80.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Whirl.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here is Gentry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 8.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
66.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, baby. 6. Quick 6.
Badgley on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
60 outlaw.
Back to throw. Brenner flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
6-6, pull it high.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Chopper! Hey, Charlie! Rock it! Shoot!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots. And look at this, another fake. Oh, nice move. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a first down.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.